Hi, I'm Kate Towery, a registered dietitian for Cone Health Nutrition and Diabetes Services. Do you pack your lunch each day? Maybe getting bored of the same old brown bag lunch? Maybe wondering, is this even healthy? Well, join me today for tips on packing a healthy, well-balanced meal that you and the kids are going to enjoy. Let's get started. When creating a well-balanced lunch, we want to include a few key components, and I like to use a very simple tool called My Plate or the portion plate. First, we start with our grains or starches. This provides the body's favorite energy, which is going to keep your brain sharp throughout work and school. Next, we always want to include a protein. This helps keep you full and satisfied throughout the day. Lastly, we really want to try to fill up the rest of our plate with fruits and vegetables, aiming for color and variety because after all, we eat with our eyes first. And these foods have the most nutrition with the lowest amount of calories, so we can get big volume on our plate. They also contain very protective qualities like antioxidants that help keep us from getting sick, which is really important during back to school time. So I've prepared a couple of example meals that are going to be fun and creative for you and the kids and definitely have that healthy balance. So the first one is a new take on the traditional deli sandwich. These are tortilla roll-ups. They're very simple to make. I used whole wheat tortilla as our grain, lots of good fiber there. Spread it with some low-fat herb cream cheese and turkey slices for our protein. Also added a little bit of spinach. You could include some red peppers or pimentos for additional color. Fun little bite-sized sandwiches. We've then paired that with some carrots and grapes, so different textures here, get that color on the plate. And lastly, some unsalted pretzels, which I'm going to pair with a natural peanut butter for additional protein and heart-healthy fats. Next up is one of my favorite things to do is cooking ahead a little bit on the weekend. Really goes a long way for a busy week. My preference, fix the protein. Today I've created a salmon salad similar to what you would make for a tuna salad, chicken salad. You could even do an egg salad, and this would be a great protein dish to use throughout the week in a variety of ways, like on a sandwich or in a wrap or with crackers. Today I've chosen to top the salad on a bed of greens. So the salmon salad, very simple. I use canned salmon, a little bit of low-fat mayonnaise. You could also use plain Greek yogurt. I did put some sliced almonds in there for crunch as well as the relish, lemon juice to cut the fishy taste, and lots of ground pepper. I've chosen spinach, but any kind of lettuce would work, romaine, iceberg, spring leaf. And we're just going to top the salmon salad onto our bed of greens. I've also packed some tomatoes and red onions for color, so we'll put those on top, as well as balsamic vinaigrette for the dressing. Light Italian or some oil and vinegar would be another healthy choice. And some crackers for our grains and a little bit of crunch. I've also packed these shelf-stable fruit cups. Fruit cups are a great way to get your fruit serving in. However, I recommend choosing the ones in water or 100% juice. The syrups have a lot of added sugar, and fruits are naturally sweet, so we don't need to add any more sugar to them. Lastly, whenever I get a little bored with my lunch options, I try to think back to something I really was excited about as a kid. And for me, that was Lunchables. So today I've created a healthier version of a Lunchable. Instead of pepperoni, we've got turkey kielbasa, a lot lower in fat. Still watch the sodium there. A couple ounces of some cheese. You could also do a spreadable cheese or a low-fat cheese if you're watching your heart health. And some whole grain crackers, whole wheat, or these are actually quinoa and millet. I've paired that with broccoli and cauliflower for our vegetables and a delicious dipping sauce of hummus. This is going to give a good punch of protein to keep you full, as well as fiber from those chickpeas. And our fruit, we've got some sliced green apples. If you are really into these dipping sauces like I was as a kid, the single serve ones are great, but if you want to go a little more financially and environmentally friendly, you can buy in bulk and just invest in some of these small containers. If you're thinking about taking your lunch more often, you may want to go ahead and invest in an insulated lunch bag as well as an ice pack. These are very simple, just throw them in the freezer till frozen, put them in your lunchbox the next day, and they're gonna help keep your food cold that needs refrigeration for up to 4 to 5, maybe even 6 hours. And that's gonna help prevent the growth of bacteria and keep your food safe. Another option would be to take a juice box or yogurt or even grapes, place these in the freezer till frozen cold, place them in your lunchbox the next day, and they're gonna keep your food cold as well, but they'll be thawed out and ready to enjoy by lunchtime. Also, don't forget the importance of hand hygiene. Wash your hands with warm soapy water every time before you handle or prepare fresh food to prevent the spread of germs. And I also recommend taking a clean, damp towel and wiping out the inside of your lunchbox after every use. If you're using your lunchbox pretty frequently, go ahead and wash it out with warm soapy water and let it air dry about once a week. Thanks for joining me today. I hope that you found some helpful tips to banish that brown bag boredom for you and your family. If you'd like more information, visit conehealth.com/healthy eating. I'm Kate Towery. Enjoy your lunch.